Selamat pagi, Sobat Serasi. Menindaklanjuti dari transformasi dari Kemenkes, yaitu akan dibentuknya Labkesmas. Pada hari ini, kita dari BBTKLPP Yogyakarta kedatangan Bu Reshma Kakkar. Dia sebagai konsultan atau tim ahli dari APHL, yaitu Asosiasi Public Health Laboratory. Selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi.
Baik, ini dari APHL ini akan memprovide atau menyusun suatu konsep bagaimana sistem pelaporan dari Labkesmas. Baik, pada pagi ini kita akan coba berwawancara atau berbincang-bincang sedikit untuk mengetahui konsep kedepannya bagaimana sih sistem pelaporan laboratorium nasional di Labkesmas. Selamat pagi, Bu Reshma. Bisakah Anda memperkenalkan diri?
Thank you. My name is Reshma Kakkar and I work with the Association of Public Health Laboratories. We are based out of Silver Spring, Maryland in the United States, and we also have offices in many countries of the world, including Indonesia. I am the Informatics manager for our global health team. So we oversee informatics related work or helping people with information systems, data management, reporting, making sense of data, but specifically for laboratories. So that is our focus, and I have been with APHL about 7 years now.
Baik, Sobat Serasi, ternyata Labkesmas ini sebenarnya kalau tadi kita dengar bahwa sudah ada dari WHO, kemudian dari CDC Atlanta, dan juga dari APHL. Jadi ada asosiasinya. Jadi Asosiasi Public Health Laboratory. Dan Bu Reshma ini sebagai konsultan khususnya untuk sistem informasi, begitu ya?
That's right.
Baik, untuk kunjungan hari ini, apa tujuan Bu Reshma sebagai konsultan dari Asosiasi Public Health Laboratory datang ke BTKLPP Yogyakarta?
Thank you. So you and your lab have been very gracious to allow the rollout of the laboratory information system known as E-SIMDADU. Yogyakarta is one of the pioneering laboratories that started doing this work several years ago. And other laboratories in Indonesia are following in your footsteps. So our role here this week is to understand how that rollout has gone. Are there any lessons learned that we can help other laboratories in Indonesia? And any recommendations that we would make both to you and other labs as well as to the Ministry of Health.
Baik, Sobat Serasi, ternyata SIMDADU itu direkomendasikan sebagai sistem pelaporan yang akan dipakai dalam seluruh Labkesmas yang ada di Indonesia, begitu ya. Dan ada rekomendasi-rekomendasi khusus yang harus kita lakukan, atau bagaimana sih sistem informasi laboratorium Indonesia yang bagus dan baik?
So, we would define a good laboratory information system as one that really supports the workflow within the laboratory. So the laboratory typically has 3 parts. There's the pre-analytical, which is when the specimens come into the laboratory, so they need to be checked and verified. There's the testing piece, which is called analytical, which is of course very, very critical. And then there's the reporting piece, which is when results go out to the patients, but also need to sometimes connect with other systems. So a good laboratory information system needs to support that entire flow and make it as automated as possible. So one of our goals is to see how much can we reduce paper, how much can we reduce the manual entry of data and improve the efficiency of the laboratory, reduce the workload of the staff when it comes to managing data so they can focus on testing and make your laboratory even better and help your laboratory to get accredited.
Oke, baik. Jadi rencananya memang semua akan dibuat secara simpel ya, dan semua akan terkoordinasi dengan baik. Tapi saya juga ingin bertanyakan, bagaimana dengan konsep sistem pelaporan yang akan dibentuk atau direkomendasikan agar sistem pelaporan ini bisa sebagai early warning untuk wabah atau KLB begitu?
I think a key part to reporting as far as laboratory data goes is to make sure the laboratory data is going to the right place at the right time. So you will have many different systems that need to benefit from laboratory data in order to be able to serve as your early warning for public health. There's of course the e-war system, but there may be other systems as well. So part of what we want to do is to help make sure that we focus on the data integration and interoperability features of the system. How can we make sure that the data that your lab generates can be connected to the right system at the right time? And that can then serve to make sure you have early warning and that your early warning is accurate. You also want to make sure that the data is of high quality.
Baik, emang laboratorium ini memang sangat penting ternyata teman-teman semua. Kenapa? Karena kita harus butuh data yang akurat, dan data akurat itu semua ditentukan oleh laboratorium. Ya, karena semua kasus biasanya confirm harus berdasarkan laboratorium. Ya, jadi penganalisaan data kasus penyakit apapun kalau belum confirm itu sebenarnya belum clear ya sistem informasinya. Bagaimana kesan Bu Reshma ini terhadap BBTKLPP Yogyakarta?
First of all, I think you have done a wonderful job in terms of inspiring your laboratory staff to work with automated systems, because that is a difficult step for laboratories to take in the first place. Many of them like to keep to paper, but we have seen that the lab has done a wonderful transition to using electronic systems, and I think that's in large part to you and your staff. And the system is working very well. That is our initial impression from today. There's always room for improvement to make it better, but we haven't found anything that has caused us any worry. So our goal right now is to help make it more efficient and to make sure that the reporting within the laboratory that your management and leadership uses to make decisions about your laboratory, as well as the reporting out of the laboratory to other systems, how can we make that even better?
Baik, kemudian bagaimana sekarang ini kan E-SIMDADU itu yang sebagai pelopornya, sebagai nanti konsep awalnya, itu sekarang ini hanya dipakai di BTKL. Sedangkan Sistem Informasi Laboratorium Nasional itu akan juga dipakai di Litbang, yang dulunya Litbang, dan juga di BBLK yang selama ini tidak memakai SIMDADU. Bagaimana metodenya agar mereka menyatukan semuanya dan konsep silnasnya bisa berjalan dengan baik?
I think that's a very important question, and I think we need the right individuals sitting around a table and having that discussion now. I can tell you from experience, to do integration later in the process is very difficult.
You have experience in another country?
Yes, in other countries where we have tried to do it after the fact, it's very, very hard. So I think Indonesia is at the right point right now, where you are putting together the design of the National Lab Information System, and you already have E-SIMDADU working well. So having discussions with the Digital Transformation Office, with the Ministry of Health, with the leaders of BBTKL and other tiers of laboratories, agreeing on standards so that you agree on what data needs to be shared and how it will be shared, how the data will be captured within the system. All of that, if we can define now, I think it will make that process much simpler in the long run. So I have to give you a lot of kudos for thinking of that early in the process, because many others come to that realization later.
Baik, terima kasih atas infonya, dan mudah-mudahan Silnas ini bisa segera bergerak dengan cepat, dan ketika dinyatakan bahwa laboratorium kesehatan masyarakat berjalan, sistem informasi laboratorium kesehatan sudah berjalan dengan baik. Terima kasih atas kehadirannya. Baik teman-teman Serasi, tadi sudah kita dengarkan bahwa kita memang perlu duduk bersama tadi dari konsultan APHL untuk bisa mendiskusikan bagaimana sistem informasi laboratorium nasional ini bisa berjalan baik. Dan kita harus memadukan semua sistem yang ada agar tidak terjadi kekacauan dalam sistem informasi. Dan sistem informasi ini akan memastikan bahwa sistem pelaporannya baik dan sedikit bahan atau alat yang akan terpakai. Baik Sobat Serasi, telah kita tadi mendengarkan dengan bincang-bincang dengan konsultan dari APHL, dan kita akan terus berjuang semoga sistem informasi laboratorium nasional ini berjalan dengan baik. Selamat siang dan salam sehat.
Salam sehat.